I think it is really fair to say that one of, if not the most iconic mission of all time in Call of Duty is No Russian. It boosted the sales and really put Call of Duty on the map, even bigger than it already was back with the original Modern Warfare 2. And now in Modern Warfare 3, there is a new No Russian. And this one is different. It takes place on an airplane as opposed to in an airport. But I wanted to make a video comparing the original No Russian to the new one, which is actually called Passenger, and have a look at the story behind them. Because what you're going to see when we do this is that these two missions are way more similar than originally meets the eye. In fact, they serve the exact same purpose in both games. And I wanted to show you what I meant by that. And I also want to hear down in the comments which mission you liked better. They're different and they play very, very different. But overall, as you're going to see, the story is very, very similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the OG No Russian from Modern Warfare 2. And then we're going to dive into the new one, looking at their story, comparing them, and hearing what you guys have to think down in the comments as well. So without further ado, let's dive in to the OG No Russian from Modern Warfare 2.
I know what you have done, Yuri. I know what you have told them. My friend, my ally, my betrayer. What happens here today will change the world forever.
So I know I'm cheating a bit by showing some footage from the original Modern Warfare 3, but this is Yuri. You play as him within the original Modern Warfare 3, and he was essentially an informant that was working for Makarov but feeding information to General Shepard. He told Shepard what Makarov's plan was for Zakhaev International Airport. However, what he didn't know is that Makarov already knew that he was informing. So General Shepard gets a CIA agent by the name of Joseph Allen to go undercover to work for Vladimir Makarov. He goes by the name of Alexei Borodin, and he is in Makarov's inner circle. So he is put on the team to then go in and do the things that happen in Zakhaev International Airport.
Remember, no Russian.
So to this day, I still cannot show you what happens at the beginning of this mission because it will get demonetized. But just know that Makarov, alongside Joseph Allen, go in and perform an attack on Zakhaev International Airport. And by the very end, the police end up showing up, SWAT teams, riot shields, everyone is there, and they get to their escape, which just so happens to be an ambulance, which they use because it looks like they are carrying out a patient that has been attacked at the airport. However, things are really turned on their head when Joseph Allen makes his way into the ambulance.
We sent a strong message to this attack, Makarov.
That was no message. This is a message.
The Americans thought he could deceive us. When they find that body, all of Russia will cry for war.
So as per usual, Makarov is a step ahead. He knew that Joseph Allen had infiltrated his inner circle, and they leave him shot behind, making it look like the Americans, because Joseph Allen was American, were the ones responsible for the attack on the airport. And then Russia cries for war and wants World War III, giving Makarov even more power, because essentially he thrives in chaos. So let's move forward to Modern Warfare Roman numeral 3. As far as this mission goes, it is not called No Russian, it is called Passenger, and it takes place within 24 hours of Makarov escaping from prison. Essentially, he goes to a Urzikstan airport, specifically to go on a flight called Flight 761. This was a flight going from Kostovia to Sochi on November 11th, 2023. And specifically in this mission, you play as someone by the name of Samara Jalal. She is a character that was in the Urzikstan Liberation Forces who fought alongside Farah Karim during Russia's occupation of Urzikstan.
حلوة.
شكرا.
So in typical Makarov fashion, he has planned out the whole thing. He knew that she was going to be on this plane, and he planned out this whole attack based around her. The person sitting beside her knew her family, what their names was, her complete background. And essentially what he does is he ends up giving her a pistol and telling her that all of the flight marshals and everyone on this plane who could actually stop them is bought out by Vladimir Makarov. And essentially what they are planning to do here is frame Samara Jalal for the attack on this airplane. But the question is, from here, how are they going to make it look like that actually happened?
عشان أورزكستان يلا.
No, 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 please, no.
Снижаемся. Дай мне жилет.
Hello, Samara. You exceeded my expectations today.
What do you think you are?
This is about who you are, Samara.
What is this?
History.
Get this off me, you fucking son of a bitch!
Shh. You will be a hero for what you're doing here, Samara.
No one will believe you. I am not a terrorist.
No. You're a citizen soldier inspired by Farah Karim to fight Russia. You're a freedom fighter.
You're Russian. This plane is full of Russians. How could you kill your own people?
No, I'm not killing them. You are.
Мы ниже 8000 футов, командир.
Лев в Узбекистане, Самара. Идем не оставлять!
Give me that phone, you sick bastard! We can stop this!
Are you a terrorist?
No!
You look like one.
So Makarov takes Samara, straps a bomb to her chest, and throws the phone into the crowd. This allows everyone on the airplane to start taking videos and try to stop Samara. The other important thing about this airplane is that most of the passengers are Russian because it's a flight going to Russia. So all of a sudden there's all this cell phone footage of Samara committing this attack, and the only thing that can save them is the black box. So Alex and Farah end up getting sent into Urzikstan to recover all of this information so that the world doesn't think the Urzikstan Liberation Force is actually the one committing these attacks, because if they do, then the world's going to go to war with Urzikstan, and that is no good, causing World War III, the exact same thing that Vladimir Makarov actually wanted within Modern Warfare 2. So let's summarize how these missions are essentially the exact same thing and pose the exact same purpose. In Modern Warfare 2, we had an attack on a Russian airport committed by Russians, Vladimir Makarov. However, a CIA agent by the name of Joseph Allen was sent in to try to get into the inner circle with Makarov. Makarov knew this, so then framed Joseph Allen to make it look like America was the one responsible for the attacks and caused World War III. The difference with Modern Warfare 2 is that that is exactly what the world thought. Therefore, World War III was started. Whereas when we look at Modern Warfare 3, it is essentially the exact same thing. Vladimir Makarov plans an attack on this airplane, framing Samara Jalal, who was a Urzikstan Liberation Force fighter. She is then framed, making it look like to the world the ones responsible for this are Urzikstan, not America in this case. The only difference with Modern Warfare 3 is that Alex and Farah are sent in to clean up the mess, and therefore World War III never happens because the world never ends up thinking Urzikstan is responsible for it. So long story short, both of these missions were an attack used to frame another country to cause World War III. But there's a big problem with Modern Warfare 3's version of it. And I'm not going to go in depth in this video because in this one I just wanted to summarize the stories and compare them. But in the future, in the next day or two, I'm going to have a video that completely fixes the problem that Modern Warfare 3 created. You'll see what I mean when we get into that. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like these story videos, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see that video that I'm talking about, it's a big one. So hit that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on to be updated when I do upload that video. And as always, let me know what you think down in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, peace out.
We are